Hi friends, I hope everyone would be doing good. So you may be surprised that today's session is going to be in English language. The reason being, in our previous video we got a comment asking please make a same video in English, but as you all know there is always a shortage of time, so I preferred why not to create this video in English. Okay, being said that, now today's particular query session would be about consolidation. So consolidation we are doing by using Power Query. Now there was a question from our student. He was asking, like, if we are having multiple files and in those multiple files we are having multiple columns, but the challenge is the column names are not fixed. The column names are always changed. So how can we make this dynamic so that whenever we refresh the query, automatically all the available columns should get populated one below another? So to create a scenario, we have created 4 Excel files: north, east, west and south. In each and every file we have created a different columns. Let me open the north file. So this is north. So as you can see over here, column 1, 3, 5, 7, like this. So every particular file is having different columns. Now what we need to do is we need to consolidate all the things together. So what people normally do is they go to data tab, they go to get, and from file and go to folder. So this is a wrong way to go. So here what they do is they select the folder, and thereafter they do the consolidation. Okay, but we are not going to use this method. We are going to use a better method, because always remember, if you know the best techniques, then you would be able to do the work in a best way. So therefore let us not take the old and redundant method, which is not good. So we would be taking a better way of doing things. So let us click on the folder over here. Just a moment, over here. Okay, so this is the folder path. Let us copy the folder path. Okay, now we are over here. Let us click on get data. Now instead of clicking on from folder, we would be going over here and we would be clicking on blank query, because we just want to go to the Power Query. That's it. We don't want to get any pre-made codes. So we are clicking over here to expand. So here we can see the name is query 1. Now first of all we would like to get the data from the folder. So we would be writing folder folder.files. So we would be selecting the second option, and over here we would be pasting this path. Now once we click outside, there is a is equal to missing. Let us put a is equal to over here. Okay, so once we have put, so we are getting all the contents of this folder. So as you can see, there are 4 files available. So here also we are able to see the 4 files available. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to get this content. So this content is available in binary. And we want this column also. So basically what we want is we want the table inside of this particular Excel file, and we want to remove .xls from here. So we would be using hardcore M language. So to start with, let us write let over here, and here we would be writing TBL1, and thereafter shift enter and in TBL1. So basically this is just a syntax. It would be giving you the same answer. So this is a variable in which we are storing this particular folder files. Now what we need to do is we need to transform. So let us put a comma over here. Let us write TBL2, and over here table dot transform column, because we want to transform the column. Now which table? TBL1. So this is our reference table. Now here the transform operation. So here it is list, and inside that also one more list. So basically there are two things that we need to give. The first name is the name of the column. So our name of the column is content. Okay, and now we can put a comma over here. Now what we need to do over here, so first of all, to begin with, let us write underscore. So underscore would be giving you the same thing. So if you write 2 over here, you would see no difference at all. Okay, now one second, here table 2, yeah, so here we are not written each, because we need to do this operation in each and every row. That's why we are using each over here. Okay, so once you have written each, we can see the same result. But what we need to do is we need to convert this binary into a Excel file. So how can we convert? Here let us write excel dot workbook, and inside this we would be putting this. So what would happen? Now you can see earlier it was binary, now it is table. Now this table is showing like this. But what we want to do is we want to refer to the sheet where the sheet name is sheet 1. So here how can we refer to the sheet 1? So for that we need to write curly brackets for the row and square bracket for the lookup. So here we would be writing name is equal to sheet 1. So once you would be doing, you would be referring to this row. But in this row we want column data. So here we need to specify in square bracket data like this. So once you do like this, you would be able to see instead of the sheet, now the sheet content is available over here. Now this is the content of this and this. So we have got into this depth. Now one more thing that we need to do is we need to promote the headers. So what we can do is we can copy this, cut this from here, and over here table dot promote headers, and over here let us do Control V. So once we do like this, and now if we see now, then we would be able to see the column headers are at the top. Okay, now one more thing, we have transformed this table as per our requirement. Now we need to transform this also as per our requirement. So what we need to do is over here we will be putting a comma, and here we will be putting another list. So another list, the column would be name. Now in this name, what we need to do is we need to write each, because we need to apply this in each. Now what we need to do, text dot replace, because we need to replace our content. So we need to replace .xlsx from this. So here first of all what we need to do, we need to write underscore. So it would be giving you the current cell. Now over here the old content. What the old content? Old content is xlsx. xlsx this. And now what the new content? The new content would be blank. So this way we need to replace this. Now after this being done, let's click outside. So you would be able to see east, north, west, south are coming over here. Now finally what we need to do, not finally, but there are still much more steps remaining. So let us write TBL3. So here we would be writing table.select. What we need to select columns. So here what we need to do, what's our table? Base table TBL2. And over here which column we need? So first we need name column, and thereafter secondly we want content column to come. So now let us say 3. So once you do, you would be able to see the name over here and the content over here. So all the other columns have been gone. Now what we need to do, we need to expand column names. So let us do like this first of all, so that I can show you what really happens. So load more, let us untick this and OK. So what it has done is it has taken all the column names over here. But what it has done is, if you see in the step, you would be able to see all the column names are manually written over here. So what would happen if any column other than this column would come, it would be giving you error. Therefore, we do not recommend this method. So what we do is, first of all, we get all the column names of this table, this table, this table, and this table, and we club those and we get the unique. So in short, what would happen? In short, we would be getting the unique column names. So let us do that operation. So first of all, comma, then tbl4 is equal to table dot, not table dot, let us write list dot accumulate, because we want to club all the column names together. So what is our first list? So our first list is tbl3, that is the top table, and in that which column? Content. So content column. Now what should be our first value? Initial value should be blank, therefore we are putting a blank list over here. Now accumulator. So in accumulator, first of all we would be putting a round bracket, and let us say our accumulator would be calls, and over here let's say our this is let's say header, or let's say TBL, because every table is coming now. See, every cell table is coming over here, so we are putting table over here. Now let us put like this to make it a function, and now here we would be putting what? See, we need to get the column names, right? So how to get the column names? Table dot column names, like this. Of what? Of TBL. So this would be giving you a list. Now this list you need to add in the list. So list dot merge. No, list dot combine. Yeah, so list dot combine. So it would be combining the list together. So what is our first list? First list would be calls, and what would be our second list? Our second list would be this. So what it would be doing? It would be clubbing both the lists together. Now this list we would be getting, we have closed the bracket, we are also closing this bracket, and let us change the name to TBL calls. So if you see TBL calls over here, Control Z, TBL calls over here, then we should be seeing all the names. Okay, so what it is saying is list.combine table TBL column names. So this is correct, and calls, this is correct. How many brackets? So this is also correct. Two arguments were passed which expects one. Oh yeah, actually it asks us a list, so we need to provide this in a list. So this was the error, so we found out. Okay, so once we do, we would be able to see all the columns coming over here. Now what we need to do is we need to get the unique of this. So let us cut this. So here let us write list dot distinct, bracket open and close. So once we do, we are getting unique columns over here. Now once done, let us take back TBL3 over here. So TBL3 is available over here. Now what we need to do, we need to expand this column. So let us write the code to expand this column. It would be TBL4. So TBL4 is table dot expand table column. Now here TBL3 is our base column, and by which we need to expand? We need to expand by content. So we will be writing content over here. Now it is asking us the column name, the column names. So the column name that we have taken dynamically, we are writing over here, table columns. So once done, just write 4 over here, and you would be able to see the name of the sheets are coming over here, column 2, column 3, and so on. Now as you can see, in the east, we are not having column 1 and column 7, therefore there is null value over here. Now in the north, we are not having column 2, so wherever there is no value, we are seeing null over here. Now it is totally dynamic. Now let us close this and let us keep this record. Now basically what we have done is we have taken only 7 columns in all the 4 files. That means in all the 4 files we have taken only up till column number 7. Now for the sake of testing, what we would be doing is we would be adding one more column, column number 8. So let us go over here, let us go to the south. Let us write COL8 over here and let us do Ctrl R and save and close. Okay, now once we have done this, we have added, we just need to refresh this. So once we refresh this, so automatically it has came under south. So this is the benefit of using M language. So tool base is good for start, but it is not the solution. So we need to understand how to do everything dynamically. So we teach all these things in great detail in our classes. So I would highly recommend everyone to join our Power Query courses, because Power Query courses would make you really very powerful in Power Query. And Power Query is like a future of Excel. Like many companies have already started using Power Query extensively, and there are huge jobs available. So I would definitely recommend everyone to learn this powerful course, and we have made a very good syllabus in this, and very good details examples are being covered. So being said this, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Bye friends.